All right, waking up. It's now quarantine day 2. Well, my morning pretty much the same. I make some coffee and feed the cats. One for Milo. Don't worry, Minchka. And one for Minchka. My morning vitamins. Vitamin D, take one of these a day. Vitamin C, I take this throughout the day. Immune C, take a couple of these a day. And zinc, take a few of these throughout the day. Keep my immune system strong.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Eat like a handful of blueberries every morning. They're delicious, and honestly, it's like my favorite breakfast, like way to start the day. So I guess maybe I can go through kind of how things are changing, because really every single day there's some new news related to the coronavirus, and none of it is super encouraging here. Essentially, latest news stories for today is there is a cruise ship that wants to dock in San Francisco. They're not allowing it to.
You shall not pass!
Because there's, I think, 45 people now that have flu-like symptoms, and somebody that was on the ship back in February, I think he's the first person that died of the coronavirus in California. They don't have a lot of test kits. They're just trying to get test kits out to that cruise ship. It's kind of the main story here, outside of the fact that overall in the US, there's just this general concern that there's not enough test kits. And so we probably have massively underreported the number of cases in the US. When I went to sleep last night, there was 200 cases. My prediction is, like, by this weekend, that's going to have more than doubled. I'm guessing we're going to leave the weekend with over 500 cases as they start testing people, and then next week it'll get into the thousands. I don't think it's because it'll be growing, they're spreading that fast. I just think that the US is so far behind places like Korea and China when it comes to testing people for the virus. Other major news highlights today are coronavirus cases seem to be surging in Europe, and now they're starting to see it spread in India. Just to be clear, like I said, we're not freaking out. We're not in a state of panic.
Trust me, everything's gonna be fine.
But this is why we're in quarantine, is to see how this all develops. So, you know, nothing too unusual about today. I think I'll try to video it. It's gonna be kind of boring, but I'm just gonna be doing emails and conference calls and just a normal work day. Now eating some lunch, and during lunch I usually watch Al Jazeera News. Just watching some news, which is taking a break from coronavirus news, which is a nice surprise. All right, a little at-home working out. All right, it's 3 o'clock, as you can see. A bunch of emails behind me. Probably kind of a boring video today.
This is what? This is boring.
I realize I'm gonna have to like start adding to these videos, maybe some more updates of, like, at the end of the day, what happened in the world of the coronavirus. So I think I may do that, because there's a ton of news stories that are breaking today, but I'm just busy here working away. It's kind of just a normal work from home day. Had some lunch, have been doing my workouts kind of interspersed between work, and yeah, nothing too crazy to report. But yeah, I will be sharing some of the news so that we can actually have some more informational content than just watching me make coffee and do emails workout. So that'll be coming up probably very soon in this video. All right, time for a little bit of fresh air. As you can see, people are going about their days, doing normal stuff. Like I've said, this quarantine is definitely not a necessary thing. I don't think anyone in San Francisco is doing this except for us. But it's been fun so far. Day 2, outside, breathing some fresh air. And yeah, you can kind of see here actually, tons of people driving to and from work. People biking around, walking around. Seems pretty normal here in San Francisco. I don't think anyone's freaking out, and I don't think anyone will freak out. Like I said, I'm expecting this will probably, by Wednesday of next week, turn out to not be any kind of mass hysteria, panic, and we go about our lives. But if it happens, we'll be prepared. Whew, all right, we're doing a little evening workout. Dana's doing a little high intensity training on YouTube. I was just doing some weights. And yeah, I've been working out like kind of on and off over the last like 6 hours today, which has been great. So getting a full workout in, but just over the course of the day and the night. So now just finishing up some emails, and that should be it. Then call it a day probably. It's almost 6 o'clock. I think should be done by about 6:30, and make some dinner, get started with the evening. All right, that's a wrap for Friday. I thought it would be interesting just to share like what happened in the world of coronavirus today. So here we go. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. So 330 cases now in the United States, 17 deaths. Florida had their first death today. $8.3 billion spending package approved to help fight the coronavirus by the US government. And then the news that's been like rippling all over Twitter and TechCrunch and Wall Street Journal and everywhere is South by Southwest was canceled.
That's right. The mayor of Austin announcing that he's issuing an order that effectively cancels South by Southwest,
which is a 400,000 person conference in Austin. That's going to have a really devastating effect on the city. Sad news, but you know, the right decision to make. And then that cruise ship off the coast of here, San Francisco, 21 people with coronavirus, 19 of them crew members.
Nearly half of the people who were tested for coronavirus on board a cruise ship off the coast of California have returned positive results.
So that's not good. Starbucks had someone that works there tested positive for coronavirus in Seattle. They temporarily closed that location. And Stanford has made a huge move that I think we're probably going to see more schools and universities do, which is they actually canceled all classes for the quarter. And then on Twitter, there's this like weird trending hashtags around Australians stockpiling toilet paper.
Tensions flared at Woolworths Chullora around 7 o'clock this morning when 3 women became involved in a toilet paper tussle.
I just want 1 pack. No, not 1 pack.
Apparently, the Australian reaction to the coronavirus is to buy as much toilet paper as possible.
With shelves stripped bare as Australians prepare for a pandemic. Take a look at this. We went out to take a look for ourselves yesterday, and there wasn't a toilet roll in sight.
If you want to see some funny tweets, I think hashtag toilet paper apocalypse is one of the main ones covering Australia's massive toilet paper buying spree. And last but not least is a tweet from Elon Musk. We'll just end the day with this. This is from Elon Musk, not from me. He said, "Coronavirus panic is dumb." I'll leave it at that. Good night. You're gonna get your breakfast. All right, scooch it. Let's see here. Okay, now to feed you guys.